Is Doechii an industry plant? So before I dive into that conversation on Doechii being an industry plant, which I think is so stupid, let me define what an industry plant is for those who don't know what an industry plant is. Now, an industry plant is basically somebody who is getting pushed by the industry off of their connections, whether it be nepotism, whether it be wealth, whether it be any other reason other than their talent alone. We have seen a lot of artists get this label. We've seen Billie Eilish get this label. We've seen her get this label. Drake even got the label. I remember Chance the Rapper got the label. Like, they give this label to people that they think just came out of nowhere and they never heard, so it has to be something other than their talent that got them where they're at. Now, the case I remember the most was rapper Rari. Rari was a rapper and he had a song. I know Cigarette Song was a song that I played a lot. He had a project I think called Indigo Child, and people were just saying like he's the industry plant. He's an industry plant. He even played up on it by like wearing the industry plant shirt to the double XL freshman cover. I think it was 2015. Um, and he even played up on it like, okay, y'all saying I'm an industry plant, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because people think that he just came out of nowhere. And it's funny because if you listen to Rari or know his music or just follow him, he's like the exact opposite of that. He's like anti-industry kind of, you know what I'm saying? He's like very to himself, very free world. Like he's different than that label. And that gets me to the point on why I hate the label. I think it's lazy. I think it discredits artists, the work that they put in. Like some people do have family who are in the industry, but that doesn't take away from their talent. You know what I'm saying? Like nepotism is a thing that happens. It happens in every industry, not just music, not just movie, like the entertainment. It happens in like education, working education jobs. It happens everywhere. I just want that to be out there. I'm not somebody who's acting like nepotism isn't a thing, but a lot of the people y'all label industry plants are not that. And that brings me to Doechii. I am so like fed up with the conversation around Doechii because Doechii had probably the best year outside of Kendrick in 2024. Like nobody had a bigger year than Doechii. She was everywhere. She was performing at all these shows. Like her songs were going crazy. She had the swamp sessions. Like we still need Sunday's Best on streaming. Like that's one of my favorite Doechii songs. That's my pick me up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And the way that people were calling her an industry plant, it was kind of borderline colorist. Not even borderline colorist. It was colorist. Like people were saying stuff like she makes Harriet Tubman music. I remember Ice Spice said that like she's a chosen dark skin, and it was just ironic to me that Ice Spice was saying that because she was labeled an industry plant because people said she didn't have talent. But I digress. Um, they were labeling these things to Doechii as if Doechii's not talented, as if Doechii wasn't grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember hearing Doechii back in 2020 or 2021. It's one of them years. I get messed up with the pandemic. You know, I feel like I lost 5 years of my life. But I remember hearing her. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember seeing her. I remember the YouTube videos. Like a quick search would show you that Doechii has been grinding. She's been grinding for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember like hearing her on the Isaiah Rashad song, and I'm being like, "Oh, this girl is talented." Like she didn't just come out of nowhere. She's been grinding. Like TDE in particular, they develop their artists. So Doechii has been grinding and developing for years. For years. You know what I'm saying? And y'all saying all these things is quite funny, but not funny because you would never say this thing about somebody who is light skinned. You would never say that who fits America's standard of beauty. You would just understand. But for some reason, it can't just be Doechii's talented. It can't be that. It can't be that people enjoy the music. It has to be she's an industry plant. And to me, when people say that, it's showing me that they're racist. It's showing me that they're colorist because she has been grinding and the work is out there. The work is out there. I think that it's lazy. I think it's disrespectful. I think people just need to stop saying that people are industry plants. I hate the term. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody is in the industry and they just got put there by their connections, trust me, if the music's not good, they won't last. They won't last. We've seen so many people have a hit song and they be gone tomorrow. We've seen this. Clearly, somebody is talented. Like, y'all don't understand how disrespectful it is, and I need y'all to stop with this label. Doechii is not an industry plant. She is talented. Stop the nonsense.